Alright, before I go on too much further, I looked at the last video and I made one little mistake, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to use my middle mouse button and use it to roll up to here, and I can see that this line was not properly oriented off this vertex right here, so we're going to move that. So we'll select the move command, and we're going to select that move command, and we're going to select this object, hit my space bar, and then it says select a base point. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to move it right over here to that vertex. Now clean that up right there, so let's zoom way up on that. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll pan around, pushing down on our middle mouse rolling button to pan. And let's go ahead and use the zoom command by keying in the Z, hit space bar, and I'm going to say I can come down here and select extents, or I can just hit the E key and say extents, and it zooms all the way out. Alright, let's go ahead and save our file. We'll come up here and select the save button, and that saves any changes we've made. Now let's go up here and select dimensions. Now I'm going to have to go back and change the color of dimensions. That's not the color that I want to select, but let's go ahead and get on that layer. Let's unlock it here, and let's go ahead and lock that one. And to change that color, I'm going to go to layer properties here, and I'll select over here to this, and it pops out layer properties. And now I'm going to double click on that, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to select this orange number 30. It's an index color, so we'll select that, go ahead and hit OK, and we'll go ahead and collapse this by selecting that button there, and then go ahead and select that one more time right up here, and that collapses it all. Now, oops, I changed the dimension color to my ISO, so let's go back and fix that. And we got to fix that, so we're going to unlock that, select this one. I got confused there, my bad. Back to layer properties, go back to select our friend the green color, hit OK, and let's make sure that that's correct. Alright, it is. So now we'll go ahead and lock that again. We'll go down here and select lock that, select dimensions, go back to layer properties. Let's see if we can get this set up correctly here. Click on that, and we'll select the green here, go back up to orange. Okay, I think we got that correct this time. Collapse it here and collapse it there. Okay, so it looks like we're correct here. Let's come up here to dimensions. We may have to change our style, but it should be set from the last time we used it. So I'm going to go over here and click on, let's try down here. Actually, let's follow our drawing that we did on our website. So go back to my drawing. So I got my 4 down here. Okay, so, and we'll put the 2.5 there. So I'm going to kind of follow this as close as I can, and go back to AutoCAD. So I'm going to kind of pan up here, and we'll select that point. Come over here and select this one, and we'll come down, and I'm going to go down 0.5. So it's selected at 0.5 down there, and it looks pretty good. Now we got a problem. See where it says 2 inches here? Let's go back and look at our hand-drawn drawing. It says 4. Okay, we can fix that. We're going to come over here and we're going to hit escape to get out of the dimension command. Now, I've already got my properties panel opened over here, but in case you don't, you can just key in PROPERT, and it says properties. Now pop it up. Now we're going to scroll down here. Let's see here. Oh, let's select we got to select our dimension. Now we'll go back to properties and we'll scroll down, and we're looking for text override. Here it is, text override, just below the measurement. So we'll click on this, and we'll key in 4 point. We'll go 4 decimal places. Hit enter, and so we'll hit escape out of that, and there you can see it changed it. Good. So let's go ahead and continue our dimensioning. Come out here to the right, and again we'll go 0.5, so that way we stay consistent on our dimension string length. Okay, Now, again, it's got this set up here. We'll go back to properties. We're going to come down to, got to select it first. Whoops, still in dimensioning, so escape out of that. Select it, properties, scroll down to text override, key in 2.5, 4 decimal places, enter, escape. Okay. Let's go back to our AutoCAD drawing and figure out the next, excuse me, let's go back to our manual drawing. Let's figure out the next dimension. Okay, we got to put this in right here. So actually, while we're down here in the bottom, we'll go ahead and put that one in. So let's go back to AutoCAD. Oops, in the dimension, let's go hit dimensions. Come out here, 0.5 on our length. Doesn't look correct, so let me get that and hit escape. I'm going to do that one more time. Make sure I got that right. Okay, and let's see, specify dimension line location or second line. Let's see here. I'm going to try that one more time. Key in 0.5. Yeah, it goes ahead and links, puts it out there to that length. We're going to go ahead and accept that for now. Hit escape. See if I can come back and fix that later. Go to properties. Go down to your text override. Key in 1.25. 0, 0. Okay, hit escape. Okay, it looks good. Go back to our manual drafting drawing. And now I'm going to put that distance here in at 1.5. So we're going to take care of that. Come up here to dimension. Come out here to 0.5. And I'm going to see if I can modify that here. Let's hit escape. And we're going to actually delete that and do that again because I don't want that laying on top of this. So I'm going to do that one more time. Except this time I'm going to start here. Yeah, hit escape. We'll do that again. Start here, that corner. And so that way it doesn't interfere with that. So we're going to come out here to this distance of about right there. Actually, to make sure I'm lined up, I'm going to click on this guy right there. That'll fix that one length problem. So that way my legs here are the same length as that. And now that since I redid that, it drops this down here, and that's good. We like that better. Hit escape. Back up here. And this one will start on this side. Come up here, so that way it stays off. Key in 0.5 on that height. It looks good. Now, because I don't want this to overlap this direction, I'll go back the opposite way. Here, here, again, I'll snap on that so my leg length is the same. All right, looks pretty good. Okay, let's go back and check our manual drafted drawing. We've got this one in, we got this one in, we got that one in, we got this one in. Let's go back and check our drawing again. Yeah, it looks like we got all those drawings in. So let me stop for just a second here. Okay, one thing was confusing me, and that was on this dimension here of 5/8. And what I was confused about was this length of this leader line coming off the dimension. So I tried a different experiment to make sure that it was exactly a 1/2 inch off. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'll show you what I did. And actually, it was correct. So let's go ahead and delete that. Come back up here, place line command. I'm going to snap to that base point. I'm going to come off here 0.5 of an inch. Okay, so put that out there, and I hit escape. And what I had done was, just to verify it was correctly drawn, I came over here, snapped to this point here, came up here, and then snapped there. And so that made sure that my leader line was 0.5 of an inch off that. Now, if you look up here, this shows here just barely coming off. I'll show you another trick. So we'll go ahead and select that, delete it. Let's do that. Delete that. Delete key, it's gone. Let me show you another little trick. You can kind of throw it around here. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to draw a line 5/16 off of this, which would be 0.3125. Okay, whoops, got that in the wrong angle. Let's start over again. Let's do this one more time. 0.3125, which is 5/16, a sixteenth over a quarter. Now we're going to hit escape. We're going to come back up here and draw this dimension here to there. And as you can see, the dimension link is the same here as this, the same as that. So I can go with that, or I can come back up here and modify all these. So what I'll do to be consistent, I'm just going to delete this. I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to go with the standard default on the dimension for the horizontal, excuse me, for the vertical. Come over here, select this, just like I did the other, 0.5. And so there it is. So now I'm consistent on this dimension right here as well as this one up here. So that's good for now. Now we're going to move on to figuring out how to plot this drawing.